up, y'all? It's Killer B, the goddamn Witchfinder General. Gotta witch our birthday asses up if goddamn time. What's going on? What's going on? Got a good show for y'all tonight. Man. Abdul, Hamid, Suleiman. We're gonna learn about him and how he influenced Noble Drew Ali with his temple, right? And we're gonna see what the two cults was up to, what kind of things they was doing to the people. We're gonna learn a whole lot of stuff tonight. We're gonna hear some interesting stuff, even with the Hebrew Israelites, with Isaiah Ford, right? We gonna learn some stuff about him too, and what his ass was doing, right? So I don't know. Stick around, hit that like button, like, share, and subscribe. I like to thank my supporters, Josh, Brainstorm Homeschool Academy, Navy Springfield, and Siberia's to Sleep and Surf Me. All right. Let's go, y'all. We have some fun tonight, hopefully. Get this. I haven't shared anything yet. Hopefully get somebody up there. Got 2 people in the room already. That's cool. All right. Hopefully New Era King comes by. The New Era, if you peek your head in, stick around.
And inhumanity the man portrayed on the screen so vividly that you flinch. This man showed no mercy in the pursuit and interrogation of his victims. He was called the Witchfinder General.
Witchfinding ain't easy. Fucking trick one. Get this one. Y'all can get your hands locked, spin away like prison. Intelligence agencies tracing. Seeing what I did lately, amazing. They not seeing all the shit graceful. Flaming pins of Josh, get rocked. Now the top go fly. Fighting up. Get them so nice and nice. Fuck y'all clothes. Costume shower. Catch info like a stroll. Feeling old, so grab a switch. I'ma scold my foes cause they snitch. Since they can't do with me, I'm with them. That chopped off head is still spins. Been burning witches in they sin. You can't lie, you can't. I know what y'all said. Just as flesh decay, but eternally, I don't see it that way. I pay the road clear is what you said, but you're both gonna leave people dead. You claim God, you gotta know you. Watch your desires overthrow you. Yeah, man fall down, man go boom. Mask wearing like do. All caps like y'all yelling. That's a rap. Might as well be felon. Y'all words left. On YouTube, acting precious. This the nexus. Feel the sun from the solar plexus. Take the breakfast. Finding all those devices that you take. Yo, show respect, cuz.
What up, Judah Love?
Watch the general rule bloods, internet warriors, caught up in dark corridors, fiction like Mordor, should have stayed on the floor. Y'all don't know origins. Laughing orphans, moving up the God, royal blood forcing, the more horses, real life, more important. Y'all was recently hurt from yourself, claiming God, no one else, blast you off the shelf, burn your whole library. See you do it, look, y'all claim to learn, reading from the Jewish books. Y'all some cooking crook, this called a book. Spooky beats driving wild, get stabbed, a knife over child. Oh man, oh style. Killed out the Nile, and I did it with a smile. Fake news, smell vile. Rock like Hendrix at the aisle. After a while, see Egyptians on the trial. Yeah, you, the one claiming proof. Unglued, expose their actions fully. Yeah, I'm with bully, but that's fine. This is how you get bullied straight from the mind. Burning. We cats out there, we got faith in y'all. They read all this, they do all this. They teach languages.
Be the first to see it. Be the first to talk about it. The Witchfinder General.
That's right. That be me, goddamn. The Witchfinder General. Motherfucker. I'm back and I'm live, goddamn it. Have some fun tonight. Hopefully get some heads up in here. Finish putting this share to. Had the whole song to do it. I wait till the last minute, like I usually. I ain't gotta say nothing on that shit. Share it. All right. This here. Oh, shots fired at Alizar Lawyer too. I forgot. Shot fired. It's like, man, shout out to Myron too, yo. We saw some crazy shit today. I'm gonna wait on that though. I'm gonna wait on that. I'm gonna let y'all know what y'all Hebrew Israelite cult leaders be doing when not on the camera on YouTube. Yo, unbelievable, yo. What they'll cuss you out for. What they'll cuss you out for, kick you out the camp for. That's what they doing when y'all not looking. That's exactly what they doing. I should show it now, but I ain't. Gonna be no asshole. I'm gonna be an asshole tonight. I ain't gonna be that much of an asshole tonight. Y'all gonna have to sit. I'm gonna sit on that one for a little bit. I'll let that one marinate. Y'all gonna be like, God damn, nigga. Killer B. Caught that nigga lacking. Tell you what he be doing and shit. Camera ain't on. God damn. All right, what I'm supposed to be doing here? Oh yeah, that's right. What I'm supposed to be doing. Oh, starting shit. All right. Give me 1 second. Give me like 30 seconds, y'all. 30 seconds. That's all I need. Hopefully. Looks like you're gonna be more than 30 now. This thing don't hurry up and load up. All right, there you go. This is crazy, yo. So there was more than one, yo. That was doing the damn thing. All right. Okay, that's it. All right. Check this out. I was on Negi's show a little earlier today, and I brought it up with this guy. I didn't really say too much about him. I saved it for tonight. His name is Abdul Hamid Suleiman. And like how we learned last night about Noble Drew Ali, how he was flipping and bouncing, changing his name, saying he this, saying he's that, whatever that would stick to the people and shit where he can make some money. How he was telling people he could cure cancer. Now, we got another nigga with another angle. And what we're going to learn tonight, that Noble Drew Ali could have stole all his stuff. We can learn about we can learn about what else they've been doing, what kind of nasty motherfuckers they was too. And after these videos, it's up to y'all. Y'all can keep fucking with that Morris science bullshit. Yo, New York King, yo, you gotta come up in here tonight, yo. You gotta come up in here tonight, bro. I got some shit. I got some shit on this nigga, yo. You gotta break this down to the people, yo. Gotta break this down. Craig Struck, Craig. Got Craig, let me drop the link, yo. Y'all niggas gotta come up in here, yo. For real. For real. I was hoping New Era come up in here. These niggas defiling the temple. God damn. All right, there we go. There go the link, y'all. I gotta put this damn chicken up. I ain't gonna be snacking while I'm talking to y'all niggas. All right. Let me put this shit away from me so I don't be trying to open it up. All right. Let me pull this thing right up, yo. We get this thing started. This one's this one. All right. Hey. All right. There it goes. All right, let me get to the top here. All right, this is Abdul Hamid's Origins of the Moorish Science Temple. All right, I'm going to give y'all this PDF too at the end of the show. I'm going to get everything up in this motherfucker. I'm just going to get a couple parts here. Said a man claiming to have religious authority derived from his connection to Mecca began a movement for spreading Mohammedanism among the Negroes of the United States. Muslim groups have been started in New Jersey, them at Newark, where a mosque had been established. From there, the Islamic missionaries will move upon the South. The figure leading this movement had several months earlier made headlines in various U.S. newspapers. In one front page article, this man of African descent was depicted wearing a fez, and it was reported that he had been proclaiming his movement to be both Islamic and Masonic, the Mohammedan Masonry. Come on, New Era, bring your ass on up in here now. The smoke of his mystical and Egyptian connections. It was later relayed that he had been leading a number of New York City Muslims in an attempt to win Negroes to the Mohammedan faith by spreading the fact of the absolute equality of races. Screwing shit up. All right, let's hear it. Hold on. Do Eric Kane. What up, Kane?
What's up, Killer Beezy? Yo,
what up?
Man.
Yeah, we gonna burn their asses down tonight. Burn their asses down tonight, yo. We gonna burn these niggas up tonight, yo. No way out, yo. They ain't got no way out, yo. Yo, you ever heard of this dude?
Who's that?
So Hamid Suleiman.
In passing, he was the
he started mystic. The Canaanite.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. And he was supposed to be a Masonic Muslim from Mecca, and that he had his authority to be a master from Mecca, and that he came to the United States to find all the true Shriners of the Americas, so he could go report their name back to Mecca. To have them written as the true Shriners.
Oh wow!
Of Islam. Yup. Yeah. He went to the what is called the Ancient Order or the No Mystic Shrine, right? He went to them niggas for a convention. He went to one of their conventions, right? And he gonna tell them niggas that they need to follow him.
Hey, I bet you I know how that turned out.
Yup. That was a bad motherfucker right there, boy. He said he went there and said, "Oh, y'all niggas need to follow me. I'm the supreme." Like, know what I mean? That shit crazy. That's some old Judah Nash shit right there. I'm the Torah master teacher shit. Like, that's the kind of shit that is. Go to this group all established and shit, and this little nigga just show up talking about he from some damn Mecca.
You know, if y'all get your ass up out of here.
Yeah. Now check this out. Listen to this shit. So he's wearing the fez, and it was reported that he had been proclaiming his movement to be both Islamic and Masonic, a Mohammedan Masonry, and spoke of his mystical and Egyptian connections. It was later relayed that he had been leading a number of New York City Muslims in attempting to win Negroes to their Mohammedan faith by the fact of the absolute equality of races and genuine brotherhood under Mohammedanism as an opposition to an attitude of white Christians. Those familiar with the historians of either Islam and the U.S., African-American religions might assume that the man leading this movement was none other than Noble Drew Ali, a fez-wearing figure widely recognized to be one of the main early popularizers of Islam among African-Americans, and who claimed to have started this movement, which was infused with Masonic, esoteric, and mystical symbols and doctrines, as well as references to his Egyptian, Meccan connections in Newark, only recognized in the second half of the 1920s while in Chicago. This assumption, however, would be wrong. A man who was leading this movement went by the name of Abdul Hamid Suleiman. It was definitely not the same person as Noble Drew Ali. Still, the numerous similarities between these two men, between the dates, locations, and names of their movements, and between their messages and symbols used, in addition to very curious rumors about the origins of Drew Ali's group, suggest that their having these connections was due to coincidence. This essay brings to light the figure of Suleiman and examines the possibility that he was an important influence to Noble Drew Ali in his Moorish Science Temple. The findings presented here will show that it's highly probable that Abdul Hamid Suleiman and his movement influenced Noble Drew Ali. Furthermore, it raises the question of whether Noble Drew Ali had in fact been a member or opposed to the leader of the movement connected to Suleiman. Part 1 of this essay will present the evidence largely from newspaper articles, courts, and census records connected to the figure known as Abdul Hamid Suleiman. Now, what this thing is going to show too, New Era King, is how, wait, part here. Support, influence, Ruben Drudge's groups, so that's the connections. Do more than how these dudes, they were in competition of getting members. This whole thing was a racket from the jump. And it's like people moved here from the South. They're getting jobs. People had money to spend. And these dudes was there to get it. And not only them, this Fard Muhammad that the Nation of Islam talk about. They said, I think it was Suleiman is the one that got, Fard Muhammad, I guess, got Elijah Muhammad out of the Moorish Science Temple. Elijah Muhammad was a member of Moorish Science before the Nation of Islam. Still with me?
Yeah. It all
right,
ties
right.
in.
Yep. Let me get to this in one part here. So we know very little about the background of the man known as Abdul Hamid Suleiman. While he made several claims, few have been substantiated, and there are reasons to question some of his assertions, as we will see over the course of the next sections. The evidence that we are fairly sure of, however, paints a picture of an immigrant Egyptian Muslim who was committed to Muslim unity and uplift of African mysticism and Freemasonry. 1922, Mecca Medina Temple, and the Prince, Dr. Prince D. Suleiman. These niggas keep changing their names. What the fuck is that shit? Oh, that's you. I thought that is me. Yo, what the hell is that shit? And why it just started playing? That shit was crazy. But anyway, you go by the name of Hamid Suleiman appears to have first achieved, what the hell was that playing? Recognition in the public press of August 1922. After he attended the African-American Masonic, check this out. He attended the American Masonic Convention held with that the month held that month in Washington, D.C. At the convention, he formally presented himself to the leadership of the main faction of the African-American Shriner community, known as the Ancient Egyptian Arabic Order Nobles of the Mystic Shrine. There, Suleiman communicated to the group's head, Caesar R. Blakes Jr., his demand for the ancient Egyptian Arabic Order to come under the protection of what he called the Mecca Medina Temple of ancient, free, and operative Masons from 1 to 96 degrees. The true shrine.
Damn. Could you imagine that? Hey, Killer B, can I just say something real quick, bro? Killer B, that's like, that's like you being Jordan, right? That's like you being Jordan. I'm Scottie Pippen, and we got the Bulls and everybody there, and we about to go to the championship. And then these 5 dudes that just walk up to us from a pickup game say, yo, you got to play us for the championship. Like, y'all ain't even in the NBA. Like, what are you doing right now? But continue on, bro.
And they be that serious. And they be dead serious.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all got to follow me. And then they'll tell all your members and shit. They going off. Which, in a later interview, Suleiman claimed to have incorporated himself in New York City, though he gave no date for its incorporation. A news report which contained a picture of the man, who clearly looked to be of African descent, indicated that he was Arabian. By the end, written a letter to New York World newspaper providing more information about his background. Abdul Hamid Suleiman of the Sudan, Egypt, a Mohammedan by birth, master of the Quran, having pilgrimaged to Mecca 3 times, and thus became an eminent high priest and head of all Masons in Mecca, Arabia, from the 1st to the 96th degree, am now in the United States for the purpose of establishing the right of the ancient Arabic order of the nobles of the mystic shrine. I am here to answer all questions relative to these degrees until I return home to Mecca to enroll the names of the true Shriners of this country. Reporters interviewed Blake about Suleiman discovered their biographical information. He claimed 77 years old, and Blake, who has several conversations with the man, took him to be what represents himself to be. That is to say, he accepted his the biographical details Suleiman claimed. It also noted that although Suleiman was very dark-skinned, he had blue eyes that characterized a pure type. In addition, Suleiman claimed at this time that he had begun his naturalization paperwork. Currently, however, there is no outside evidence that a man with his name had either immigrated to the U.S. at all or petition of naturalization in New York or New Jersey between 1917 and 1925. This of a Mecca Medina temple, the ancient free and operative Masons. For evidence of it from places other than Suleiman's statements, I have found only 3 references to organizations with this or closely related name. A Mecca Medina free, ancient free and accepted Masons, filed for incorporation July 15, 1920 in Youngstown, Ohio. 10 years prior to this, on February 4th, 1910, it was reported that an African-American Masonic lodge by the exact same name referred to by Suleiman had been incorporated in New York City. With the approval of Supreme Court Justice Gerard. This news brief notes that among the incorporations are the Reverend Robert B. Mount and Dr. Prince D. Suleiman. Now, they said Dr. Prince D. Suleiman is the same person. On February 20th, another news brief indicated that Henry Rattley of Long Island City had made the director of the organization. I have found no other mentions of Henry Rattley, and while there are few newspaper references to Robert M. Mount, none indicate any Masonic or Islamic ties. Those two figures are then in their relation to any futuristic Islamic, therefore remain uncertain. The name of the third man, however, Dr. Prince D. Suleiman, may prove clues. First, it should be pointed out that the name Suleiman in various spellings is merely the Islamic name of Solomon. When we take this into consideration, along with the fact that, as noted above, Suleiman claimed that he himself had incorporated in New York City a Mecca Medina temple, suggests the possibility that Suleiman and D. Solomon are the same person. However, I have found no records of incorporation for any group using the phrase in their title, Mecca Medina Temple, in either New York or New Jersey. Therefore, based on the above evidence alone, we cannot say with confidence that whether Suleiman and Mecca Medina Temple, if he did indeed incorporate one, was the same as in D. Solomon's, but there's more evidence. It's called. Wait, let's skip over this here. Yeah, the first occurrence is with Prince D. Solomon or D. Solomon, listed as a lodger at a building in the 12th ward of Manhattan in 1910, census. He is described as a single 46-year-old black African who had immigrated in 1908. He was literate in English, presumably, and in the column titled Occupation, it was written to Frame's own income. This 1910 date, his race and New York connection, was consistent with Dr. Prince D. Solomon described above. The other census listing is for 1920, recorded in January of that year. This time, the person name was Dr. Prince D. Solomon, a single black 50-year-old Arabic-speaking Egyptian. His profession is listed as a minister. He has been residing as a boarder in the town of Mercer, Pennsylvania. He was a black and recognized that at the time, Sudan was officially part of Egypt. Was an Arabic speaker. He worked as a minister. Immigrated in 1909, possibly 1900. Let me get this first thing here. Suleiman told a reporter that he was aware of the white Shriners' attempts to sue the ancient Egyptian Order of Nobles of the Mystic Shrine in order to prevent them from having their own separate Shriner organization. And Suleiman was arranging to receive the African-American Mason and Shriners into his Mohammedan Masonry. He insisted that African-Americans did not have the authentic Masonic charter, but he would now make them authentic by virtue of his authority as eminent high priest to grant a charter in Masonry, which he declared to be widespread throughout the Mohammedan world. You hear this shit?
Yeah, now, I'm following along, but I'm like, wow,
that shit crazy, right?
We don't even have a high
but they say
potentate.
Yeah, this nigga making the shit up as he go. They believe it. Long as they believe it. And they said at that time period, black people was into esoteric stuff. Like they was messing with fortune tellers and stuff like that. Niggas that was in the cities and shit. And a lot of the blacks brung that superstition and that root work stuff and all that up north with them from the south.
Right.
So the people already had, they wanted to know the secrets of Masonry. Just like how people now claim to know masonry, but they're not in the lodge, but they only go by what they see. They might have a book or something with the degrees, and they claim they know what it is because they read the book. They claim what this symbol is or something like that because they see something on the internet. And these people put these things together using that, like what Judah Nazareth did. Like the video when you showed the thing, and you saying, yo, you can read this all you want. Like it is show the thing. It don't tell you like, you know what I mean, what it is or whatever. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
So he only freestyling off of what he see, not off of what he know.
Mm-hmm.
And that what these niggas was doing is making up shit.
The shrine don't even have degrees. The shrine don't even have degrees. It's crazy.
Wow.
Like, yeah, there's no degrees in the shrine.
Oh shit! I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
See, these niggas is that nigga say I'm the high priest, nigga.
It ain't even an office called the high priest. The top thing,
that nigga made
the
that
highest you can be is the potentate.
From Mecca, motherfucker. He can so straight to Mecca, motherfucker. He said, Grand Lodge, Mecca. He said, Solomon said that the blacks will be allowed into his group on two conditions: that they vow by the beard of the prophet that they will live according to the moral code of the Quran, becoming Muhammadans, as one newspaper described it, and that they will pay to Mecca through none but Solomon a proportion of their lodge dues. You hear this shit? So those are the two conditions: that they submit to everything on, right? Not the Quran, the Quran, right? That Circle 7 bullshit, whatever. Shit they done made up, and pay to Mecca through the leader. So they got to give the money to the leader, and he give it to Mecca. All I mean is the reporters in order to prove his authenticity. The first was a letter from Blake, which showed without a doubt that negotiations for joining with Solomon were underway. Second item Solomon exhibited was his fez, which he claimed to have had worn for 15 years as high priest in Mecca. This fez, however, was exactly like the ones used by white Shriners at the local Mecca Shriner Temple in New York. It had the word Mecca in English embroidered on the front above the Shriner symbol of the scimitar, the downward turned crescent, and a 5-pointed star. When asked why Mecca was not written in Arabic, Solomon gave a evasive answer and changed topics. Just like we say Hebrew Israelites do. You put them on the spot, they're going to change the topic on your ass.
Yeah.
See, this shit, man. They all do. They all run the same playbook. They running the same plays over and over. Next, he presented to the reporter his patent and only credentials as high priest, saying that not only was Hassan Hussein Grand Sharif of Mecca, but that it also indicated Solomon's Masonic authority. The reporter described this patent. It was a nice sheet of white paper about 2 feet by a field of blue sky down the center, in which ran a wide column of sprawling characters bearing a ragged resemblance to Arabic lettering in the Quran. The borders were decorated with 3 camels on one side and 3 pyramids on the other. The various symbolic stones, incense pots, beehives, and compasses. At the top was the English lettering Mecca, Arabia, and below it AF and OM, which explained as standing for Ancient Free and Operative Masonry. When asked again why there was English lettering, Solomon replied, "Because I was to come to America." Later, Suleiman explained that only the Arabic in the center of the patent was written in Mecca, and the borders were put on in Mecca. The reporter noted that Suleiman did not explain how the black ink happened to be exactly the same quality as the black ink of New York. So he's saying that this was bullshit. He said, one, it was, if shit come from Mecca, that shit supposed to be written in Arabic. And then it said the ink on it was all consistent. It wasn't like part of it was printed in Arabia and the other part was printed in the U.S. And he said the ink looked exactly the same.
Right.
Nug Suleiman made some interesting remarks about the Quran in Islamic Masonry.
It's crazy. All the stuff they think about. If you think about it, it's just like we have a potentate. We don't have a high priest. It's just like the money doesn't go to the potentate. The money goes to the secretary. The secretary then goes and gives the money to the grand secretary. The grand secretary then deposited it into the bank for the entire state. So, I don't know. I guess they'll figure it out eventually.
I'm back.
Yeah.
All right.
I guess.
Ray, you coming up here? Oh, wait. He say, wait. All right. Get back on this here. Hey, Brainstorm, what's up?
Hold up. I'll be right back, bro.
All right. Okay. All right. So this nigga trying to say the Quran was written 400 years before Christ. A foreign reporter that praised the whole Mahdian world to control both religious worship and civil government. That the title of Sharif Sheikh Pasha Khedive Marabat Sahib are nothing but the topmost of the Masonic degrees. In this order given, with the Sharif as the highest, furthermore, these titles will be open to American Negroes who join. Toward the end of the interview, Suleiman, the reporter, writes in the article's last paragraphs, had decided that perhaps it would be better to use the name Nobles of Sahara for his adherents in this country instead of Shriners, that they had better not use the insignia he wears. He thinks the proper insignia will be the seal of a pharaoh, pictured in a Sunday supplement a few weeks ago as excavated at the ruins of Karkshemish. Pharaoh was a Shriner, he said. As can be presumed by his questions is pointing out inconsistencies in Suleiman's stories, the World Reporter found Suleiman claims less than convincing. Interviewing Suleiman for an article, the reporter consulted American missionaries and American consuls who had spent years in Arabia and other Mohammedan countries, and who all indicated that they had never heard of Islamic Masonry. They further insisted that Suleiman's declaration about the titles was nonsense. Blake, for his part, did not deny the existence of Islamic Masonry, but insisted, just as the founder of the African-American Shriner movement, John G. Jones, had before him, that African-American Shriners were not Muslims and would not be willing to convert. American Negroes are Christians. That settles it. Furthermore, he added that Asian order or whatever would not like to be under the jurisdiction or influence of any foreign body, and that the African-American, i.e. Prince Hall Masons, were fully authenticated and legally established. Nevertheless, there are many reasons to think that Blake, and perhaps African-American Shriners generally, was at one point truly interested in what Suleiman had to say. First, as noted above, Blake had several conversations, at least one written correspondence with Suleiman. And if we are to believe Suleiman, Blake had initially agreed to have his group join up with the Mecca Medina temple. Oh, I'm fucking some shit up right here. I'm checking it out. I'm bugging. Here lacking. Camerons. What trying to do there? All right, Craig. Oh, let me drop the link. Anybody will come up in here. Link again. Got to stand on these niggas' heads, Craig.
See, they done pissed you off.
Yup. Yup. You see this shit, right? They were saying about the people that work over there in Arabia, they ain't never heard of no damn Islamic nation. This niggas is making nevertheless there may be reasons Blake, perhaps African Americans trying to generally was the point truly interested in what Suleiman had to say. First, as noted above, Blake had several conversations and one written correspondence. Blake had initially agreed to have his group join up with the Mecca Medina temple. Second, there is evidence to suggest that earlier that year, Blake had shown interest in the Ahmadis, who were at the time leading what is believed to have been the first significant Islamic identity movement among African Americans. We know that the man who was leading the U.S. Ahmadi mission in the early 1920s, Muhammad Sadiq, in 1921, sent 500 letters to various U.S. Masonic lodges. It is not clear what the direct outcome of this effort was, but there's a number of suggested clues. First, during the 1920s, the most active U.S. converts, the white J.L. Abdul Muhammad, and the black Panther Nathaniel Johnson. No, the black Nathaniel Johnson, Ahmad Din, both of whom were given the title of Sheikh, indicating special religious authority, appeared to have been Masons, or at least from the related group themselves. Mott especially identified himself as a Mason. As for Johnson, in one of the Ahmadiyya magazines from that time, there's a picture of him wearing the fez, the headpiece of Shriners, while the fez may in fact be reflecting the North African heritage that Johnson claimed. It is noteworthy that in Johnson's own break-off group called the Fahim Temples of Islam and the Culture, the fez was a common headpiece for male members, and one member wore what was clearly a Shriner fez, and the teachings explicitly stated, "We are the true Shriners." Also, the African-American followers of Johnson during the latter Ahmadi period, Wali Karam had an interest in Masonry and Shrinerdom as well. And he would eventually become an important leader in early African Americans. So yeah, these people were making moves and stuff with all these little movements. Most successful recruiting occurred in the Lodge Hall. So they was getting a lot of Lodge members to join up with this stuff. And beyond the Ahmadi connection, there is some evidence to indicate that many other U.S. Masons saw their religion, i.e. Masonry tends Christianity, is very similar to Islam. But the most significant piece of evidence can be found in 1922 issue of the Ahmadi Monthly, published in England. Listed donors, date, simply call it.
It's that curiosity.
Several lodges began to be formed with the large number of Muslims, and the Quran replaced the Bible as the holy book used in the Muslim lodge ceremonies. This was followed particularly in the Ottoman regions by local Muslim Masonic brothers in the tradition of many modern Freemasons throughout the world. They interpreted that the Masonic geological movement in ways that would affirm the importance of their own religion. A variety of narratives were produced that placed Islam and Islamic features at the heart of the tradition. As for Suleiman's Masonic claims, a number of things should be pointed out. First and foremost, while we have become aware of the existence of numerous Masonic lodges throughout the Muslim majority lands that have been established by the early 1900s, no scholars, to my knowledge, has identified any Masonic lodge in Mecca. Second, the story of the Quran written in 410 BC is nowhere to be found in available literature. Third, while historians have for at least 75 years been aware of masonry in Khartoum, Sudan, details of the Muslim majority lodges there have yet to be examined by scholars. In short, currently cannot satisfactorily vet Solomon's assertions. Nonetheless, I should point out that after examining numerous Masonic sources and available secondary literature, I have not yet come across any mention of a figure by the name of Abdul Hamid Suleiman. If you were to take his claim as high priest in the Muslim and Masonic world at face value, then it seems rather suspicious that he has evaded all scholarly observers. It's unclear as to what role Solomon played in controversy. What happened?
Yeah, stay on their heels, bro. I gotta lay it down. It's 10:30 almost. Salute though, big bro.
I appreciate you coming out. Yup. Salute, man. Thanks for coming on. I appreciate it. Thanks a lot. Yup. All right. You Eric King, y'all. Frank, got your ass coming up in here. How long it take your damn phone to charge? Shit. God damn it. Niggas ain't got no charger out here. God damn. Oh, Craig. All right. Let's see what else I got. 23, I suppose you go to. Claims. Here we go. All right. We're going to start here. This order was said to have been found in 1923 by J.B. Thornton, and in 1929 claimed to have 800 members in New York and 15,000 nationally. It should point out, too, that there is not a clear whether the two referred to in 28 and 29 were the same. They were related to his Islamic missionary work in 23, and they were African American or white Masonic orders or mixed. It's notable, however, that one of the past masters of the later order of the Grand Orientation, who was making a speech at a banquet, was Rabbi A.J. Ford. See? So all you Hebrew Israelites that want to talk about Masons and shit, they fucking evil and they're Satan and all that shit. Look, they go your forefather right there. They go one of your founding members, Rabbi Arnold or Josiah Ford. Up in the goddamn lodge, nigga. Right? Ford, in fact, had two different black Hebrew movements, which incorporated Islamic themes and practices. So the nigga was fucking with Islam. The Moorish Zionist Temple, and the Beth Benai Abraham. The connection between Ford's group and Suleiman, let alone Drew Ali's Moorish Science Temple, remain obscure. 26 or something. Ass getting tired too. Ate too damn much. Did all that damn exercising today, and I done fucked it up. So, come on, Craig. Shit, I need some more gas and shit. Come on up in here and talk with me. Talk shit. What kind of phone you got and shit? God damn. You supposed to have one of them good phones and shit. Charge up quick. Ain't nobody got time for this shit. Hurry up, Craig. All right. Yeah. Drunk too much water and shit too. Damn. Solomon posted 2,000 for bail. It is likely that the high sum was contributed by his followers. Solomon's assistant, check this out, was 22 years old man named Muhammad Ali, who lived in 333 Hasty Street in Newark, had conducted meetings for the group. He was apparently far less important to the group than Suleiman, as indicated by the fact that unlike Suleiman, he was not bailed out of jail, despite being arrested at the same time. The name of Suleiman's movement was the Canaanite Temple. So, we see here the cult leader getting out of jail, but the member still being held in there, not being bailed out too. See that? And that's what would happen to y'all. That's the same thing that would happen to y'all. Y'all would get locked up, right? The cult leader is going to use the cult funds to get himself out of jail, but he ain't going to use the cult funds to get you out. You're going to have to find some family to get you out of jail. And that's what they're doing. Check this out. Check this out. This is the banger right here. After this, I can get on out of here. What other features about Solomon's movement should be pointed out? The first reveals what perhaps a darker side of Solomon's efforts, though it should be very least be noted that during the early 20th century, perhaps as a conservative reaction, mysterious Oriental religious leaders, particularly black ones, in the U.S. were frequently accused of fraud and of manipulation of people for sexual purposes. Y'all see that? You see that? Just in time. Whoever that is, just in time. Probably old Ratchet Craig. Yeah, it's old Ratchet Craig. What up, Craig? What up, Craig?
What up, Craig? What up, G? You put me in that work. I was listening to it. You know what I'm saying? I was listening to everything, bro.
Yup.
And you might hear, yeah. You get away from the little Hebrew thing for a second, and you go into the Moors, and they all interconnected, though. They are interconnected, but you know what I'm saying? You going down that route, man.
Yup, they still not stepping to the plate. No matter where I go, they hide.
Yeah, never. And that's why
no matter where
I got to promote. I got to promote my guy you gave. Cause they sleeping on your information you gave. And they scared of you. Everybody's scared of you though. You got a reputation of niggas being scared of you.
Yep.
And we need to promote you more because you know what I'm saying? Yeah. When it comes to like these certain little sects and cults, you is the cult killer, nigga. You is the cult killer. I ain't gonna lie.
Yup.
You know, because you used to be in the coat. You used to be in the coat, brother, so you know how to smell a coat from a million miles away. So,
a zillion miles away, yo. I'm on them.
And that's why I'm going to start promoting you more, you guys. I'm gonna bring you the mainstream on my end, right? My little bitty followers, you know what I'm saying? My little bitty followers, you know what I'm saying? We can merge some followers around here. So yeah, man. Put in that work, bro.
Yeah, you see what I got here on my screen? You see what that
Yeah, you know, I'm on my phone, so it's a little bitty to me right now. Let me see if I can make it bigger.
I'll read it again. It said, this dude Solomon, they want their perhaps the darker side of efforts. Though it should at the very least be noted that during the early 20th century, perhaps as a conservative reaction, the serious Oriental religious leaders, particularly black ones, in the U.S., were frequently accused of fraud and of manipulation of people for sexual purposes. In 1924, the Supreme Court, for sexual purposes. So them niggas are tricking bitches out they draw. You know,
it still works to this day. That shit still works to this day, though.
Yeah. They doing it in Africa like a motherfucker. They got them African motherfuckers grass
in the United States. If you mix magic and medicine together, you could like tell a bit this magic is the best medicine for you, right? You can tell a female that.
Yep.
I'm just saying it still works to this day.
Yep, absolutely. In 1924, the Supreme Court of New Jersey upheld the conviction of Suleiman for carnal abuse of a child. The nigga was fucking with kids. Suleiman had been found guilty of having sexual intercourse with the daughter, who was under the age of 12 at the time, and of two of his followers in his religious cult in April 1923.
You said under the age of 12?
Under the age of 12.
Oh, damn. I thought you was talking about some 16 shit. Got that under the age of 12?
No.
Oh, man. That's fucked up.
Said carnal child abuse. Suleiman had been found guilty of having sexual intercourse with the daughter, who was under the age of 12 at the time, of two of his followers in his religious cult. So he was fucking with two daughters. Or maybe that was just one. The girl's father had charged Suleiman, and he was arrested in August 19th of that year, being released on bail that day, as described above. So this nigga got out the same day. This nigga, I'll put you out. Rough button by accident, my bad. So this nigga got out of jail. Yeah, nasty brainstorm. Nasty some bitch. And fucking with the goddamn kids in the coat. Said the girl's father had Charles Suleiman.
It's an Islamic
doctrine. August 19th of that year.
It's an Islamic doctrine. They had these with the 9 and the yeah, that's that shit. Them niggas be believing in them religious texts too much.
Yep. He said Suleiman not guilty, claiming in another city until late in the night in question. In the trial, it said that upon the parents' initiation into Suleiman's group, he told them that each of their 3 children had to be initiated separately from the parents, and that Suleiman would spend 9 nights in the same room as the children. Yeah, shit. You hear this shit? So the initiation was to take your goddamn kid and hold your kid in a room, just you and him, for 9 nights. Y'all see it right there on the street.
So was our boy? Hey, was our boy Noble Drew Ali still alive at the time?
Yeah, this is right. This shit ran parallel with Noble Drew Ali in the same city. He was the only niggas that was talking that shit. He got it from this nigga. Noble Drew Ali got it from this dude. They the only niggas that was talking that Canaanite shit.
Yeah, but they got that shit for. Yeah, but they got that shit for that Islamic Hadith shit, right? When you could mess with the 9-year-old, what's her name? Khalifa and Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, was doing.
And you see who was. And before you came on, I was reading about Isaiah Ford was down with them. The Hebrew Israelite Ford that was with Marcus Garvey.
Yeah.
He was down with all these niggas.
But everybody they hear this shit, but they turn it the other way. Even they participate, they act like it ain't happening.
It says Solomon's assistant Muhammad Ali also was arrested, though his role in the case is unknown. In October of that year, Suleiman was convicted. While we do not know the sentence he ended up receiving, it was reported that he was facing 18 months in prison. We do not hear about Suleiman in the press again until 1927, and other than in connection to his push at the time to urge all U.S. Shriners to join the Islamic Masonry, we do not again hear about him promoting conversion to Islam. So the nigga gave the shit up because it was a hustle. You think it was kind niggas. And the nigga got caught up in that shit. Know what I'm saying? Oh, this nigga was messing with niggas' kids and shit. Know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You gotta understand. So them niggas was messing around with them India Allah guys, right? Them India Allah guys.
Yep.
Them niggas that be from India and shit. Yeah. And they on that Allah shit. They weren't fucking with the so-called Arabs like we see today, right? They kind of more recently. These was the Indian guys.
Yeah.
Or the white people that
the Arabs that was in India.
Yeah, or the white people, right? The Shriner was the more like white people, like the Turkey type, right? And then you had the Indian, but how we see Turkish, the Arabs, the Arabs was like the real. They always been gang bangers for a lot. You know what I'm saying? So nigga didn't want to let them come over to the country because they gonna be gang bangers. Yeah, so I can see what it is on that. I'm just saying, yeah.
This shit is crazy. Niggas was fucking with the kids and shit. He came out and wasn't talking nothing about that shit that he was talking about before. Him being a high in Islamic Masonry and all this shit. He the highest ranking Mason in Arabia and all this dumbass shit. That nigga was fooling everybody, nigga. And they got out and they just made a new personality and started running with that.
Yeah. That's why you got the so-called the Black Arab movement today. That they were dark-skinned Arabs. No, the fuck they wasn't. They always looked like that, nigga. On the same Arab, 2,000 years ago, the same 1,500 years ago, those the same looking Arabs that we see today.
Yep. What else I got up in here? Look, Noble Ali did not establish the first temple for Moors. This was the Canaanite temple founded by one Emir Krim El. He was the Moroccan chief who fought against the Spanish and French in 1921. The Dr. Suleiman Muhammad is its co-founder. This author also implies that Krim El anointed Jewel in 1913 when Jewel became his divine mission. His life was in the midst of a period in which he became a Mason and had begun to discover some of the more ancient sciences and grand discovery of the men of the hour, as well as having developed his thoughts studying night and by day. This is exactly what Judah Nasty want to be. Exact same thing he trying to do. Word, word. The exact same thing. Telling niggas UFOs follow him. You know what I mean? He was chewing on nails. He was telling niggas he can eat nails.
So hold on. Stop the press you gave. You trying to say that Judah Nasty will fuck with the UFOs?
Yeah, nigga. Where the fuck you been at, Craig? God damn. I've been this video.
You already be beating up on the main more. Now you telling me the nigga follow UFOs too, bro? Come on.
Bruh, he said UFOs follow him. He said follow him, and the UFOs
told me one, nigga. UFOs follow him. Anybody that say UFO follow him, they the chosen one, nigga.
and the nigga had to tell Suleiman that the UFO landed. The UFO was the size of a house, and it landed, and it was waiting for him to get on it.
Hell no.
I shit you not.
These niggas ain't that crazy. These niggas ain't that crazy, bro.
I got it on tape, nigga. I got it on tape. It's documented. It's documented.
We gotta do a series. We gotta do a series on UFO cults, nigga. We gotta do that one, bro.
Yup. Told you I would be playing with these niggas, bro. You think I'll be playing with these niggas? I don't be playing with them.
You know,
I got the nigga documented, nigga.
I never doubt your skills, bro. I never doubt your skills. That's why I said I'm glad I never fucked up like them niggas fucked up. That's why I always say that. I'm glad, nigga.
They was following him in the car. No, and the shit landed in the field. It was waiting for him to come get the fucking shit, nigga. No?
We got to do you got to do the UFO cult series, bro. You got to one day, like name them all out. The white was and the black ones. Name the white was first, so it could connect to the black ones, like they follow the leader on that shit.
Yeah. Man.
Man, you going in, though. You going in, man. I be hating to stop you because I could talk about this shit all day with you. Like, damn. And laugh about it, right? I hate to stop you because you teach it.
Yup. And know what you all eat was telling niggas he could cure and cancer in the lungs. And that's what he died of. The same thing he was telling niggas that he could cure for them. That's what he died of.
Yep. But did that nigga have a crystal ball to eat nails, nigga?
Yeah. The niggas was looking at crystal balls and everything, nigga.
Yeah, he went to the adept school shit. Once you go to the adept school shit, you out your mind. That's it.
Nigga, that nigga went to is upstairs, nigga. That nigga went to the second floor, nigga. That's the only adept that motherfucker got, nigga.
Yeah.
That's it right here. The goddamn adept.
Yeah.
He's up in the adept are frequent in the side. Yup.
Yeah,
these niggas had so many names. They would fuck up and change their name. They would do some hot shit and then change their name.
Magic in that time equal hustle, right? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it equal hustle. Like, I'm a hustle people. That was that equal. Like, it didn't have, it was that denotation of that time. You know what I'm saying? It was that denotation. When you look at Magic at that time, like, the 20s, nigga, you know how many white people they busted, bro, for that same shit? We only focus about the white people. So it was a normal thing. And so when you bring out the black people, people say, oh, no, like they were busting white people. They were busting white people and black people.
Yep.
They were busting them both. You know what I'm saying? So, Double Drew Ali was one of them niggas who was hustling everybody. You had white people that were hustling white people at that time. It was just a hustle. Magic equal hustle.
Yup. They're all doing the same shit. Getting niggas.
Yeah.
Messing.
And we can't focus on white people. And that's what people say. Talk about the white people who did it. Now I'm black. So I'm gonna focus on black fucked up motherfucker. I ain't gonna focus on white people.
Yep. The white people, they busy fucking up the white people. They ain't thinking about it. White people got more money. Shit. Who the fuck want to fuck around with some niggas and shit? Niggas fuck with niggas because they a nigga. They can't fuck with the white people.
Yeah. And white
people ain't giving them no money.
White people praying on poor white people. They praying on war. That's what hustlers do. Hustlers can't never pray on rich people. You know,
they gotta get. I got it,
right? Yeah. Hustling equal magic, right?
Yep.
But magic means you lying to a nigga and deceiving him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To hustle there. Like you
get that
like how we put hustle today, is a different thing, right? That means you out here on your grind and you can be legitimate and about your hustle today, right? But back then when the motherfucker was hustling, it was some illegal shit. Back in the 1920s and 30s and 40s. That right now you can have a legit business owner. He said he a hustler.
Niggas was getting that money, boy. It was getting it. What else I got here? I got 40.
Man. What's the name of that book? Before you go any far, what's the name of that book? I got to get that one. You gonna send it to my inbox, bro. I got to have that. That's that book right there. I don't know when you can get some good ass books.
I be finding them shits, nigga. I be finding them shits. Journal of Race and Ethnic Religion. They got a lot of good stuff on that website, yo. That I haven't even touched. This is the second thing that I've found upon there. I only got 2 things from that site. There's a ton of shit on it. Origins, More Science. Yeah, I put the link in the chat for anybody.
Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna ask you on live, right? Can I get your permission to do like a 20-minute clip on your conversations, right? Because you have 3-hour shows,
take whatever
right?
you want. Take whatever.
Yeah. You have 3-hour shows. Now, I'm not gonna do no commentary on it. I just want to post it in my group, and because you know, 3-hour shows do be long. Niggas say, "Damn, it's 3 hours. I gotta listen to it." Maybe if I get a nigga a 20-minute clip, they'll listen to your 3-hour shows. That's how I'm looking at it.
Yup.
Cause a lot of times,
a lot of motherfuckers they can't hold that shit.
Yeah, you gotta understand, you guys. I be listening to a lot of your shows. It might be playback, or it might be live, and I'm doing other things, right? And I just let it play.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people who say that, but like Lil Craig, right? The other Craig, he said that about you. He loves some fucking your game. I say you need to interact with that nigga on these shows, but he just listens to your shows, right?
Yeah.
He just listens to it.
I be wanting to know who people is. I be people like just be sitting back in the bushes not saying nothing. I'm
yeah,
like,
you so
controversial.
Like, yeah, you so controversial.
Living room, they telling you.
Nigga be scared to jump in your paddle, right? I ain't scared, nigga. Fuck it. It is what it is. I can get some backlash for this shit, nigga. I don't care. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? You know
I had a dude like that the other day. Like, yep. There was some dude, he hit the lake the other day. He shocked me. He hit the lake. He was on some Hebrew Israelite shit. He didn't really know nothing, though. He was talking about some shit.
Yeah. I told him some Hebrew shit, though. Yeah, I've been slick promoting your shit, you gay. But I got people who don't like you, and I know they don't like you. Yep. So I got to introduce this shit, like, in a way, because I don't want to fuck up my relationship with them, right? Yeah, because I'm trying to get one big umbrella. Yeah, I'm trying to get one big umbrella, right? I don't give a fuck what none of you niggas say. You can be the craziest nigga in the world. If you a cool nigga behind the scene, I'm gonna fuck with you, right? But when you get on your platform, you can act a donkey. I don't give a fuck.
Yup. Yeah, like you scared to come
that's what I'm saying. You is a cool nigga. You a cool nigga behind the scene. They can't tell me shit about you behind the scene. Like, I talk to you behind the scene. I talk to you in the back chat and personally. So I ride for that shit. I might be political correct on one end. I'll be political correct on one end, right? But then I was like, damn, you going too far. I'm being politically correct, you going too far. Now I got to ride for you game. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what I used to do. I ain't trying to take over your show, bro. I ain't trying to take over your show. My fault. You know I get it. For niggas I fuck with, I just fuck with.
Hey, man. I like talking with you about it. I wish you come over here more often.
Yeah, but you got the info, though. I don't want to take away from your info, though. You got that info, and niggas act like you on some more shit. And you be putting shit in the proper category. Some things be controversial. Some things be controversial. And I wanted to discuss that with you on the controversial part. But a majority of the time, nigga, 98% of the time, I agree with you. Like 2% just like the way you approach it, right? It don't even be I disagree with you. It's just the way you approached it. The 2%.
Yeah. Like approaching opposite. I'll be out of their head.
Yeah.
Disrespectful. Yup.
But your info is like you really is a good teacher though, bro. You is a really good teacher though. Like niggas got to recognize that, and that's what I'm saying. Nigga, we got one life, nigga, and your gang is one of them niggas that should get recognized. That's all I'm saying.
I'll be reading this like that. You niggas is listening. You be hearing this shit. They don't even be hearing what the fuck I be saying. That's how I be feeling sometimes. I be like, like they watch that shit. Like after that shit I done showed you, you gonna go right back to the bullshit. Like that's didn't happen.
But their whole goal is to keep you. You gotta understand, their whole goal is to say we don't listen to you guys, but they really listening. So they tell everybody else they ain't listening. And can't nobody never address your information. Like I want them to address your information. They can't do it. They just only put out propaganda. Like that's what I'm saying. Yo, if you was a teacher, bro, like I'm like a for real teacher. Like you make us reanalyze information that been regurgitated toward us, and we got to reanalyze it and take it in consideration, especially us being black, so we can move on and think a different way. We just regurgitation bullshit.
I look as a teacher and shit. I just show good information and shit. Like my presentation be like an abusive daddy or something. Like a verbal abusive father, nigga. That's how I be treating. You stupid motherfucker! Don't you see the shit on the screen?
Yeah. And then what I'm saying, you're a teacher. You're a new age teacher, and you giving it to black people because we got to get smacked around. Ain't nobody gonna accept that old.
Motherfucker don't have no. God damn, this nigga called me a bitch ass nigga 5 times in class today.
Hey, you remember the last poet? What nigga name? The last poet? They said all niggas know is to die, right?
Yeah.
And that's my approach on dealing with black people. All we know is to die. So I got to smack you up in your fucking face to get alive.
Yeah.
To be alive.
Yup. You got in the head. You got to talk about their mama and everything and shit.
Yeah.
Get these motherfuckers' attention.
Nigga, I love
That's
my
a damn
mama.
shame.
Nigga, your mama ain't shit. Nigga, I love my mama. They'll start appreciating their mama more. They'll start appreciating their family. Like, we got to start at the family anyway. Why is y'all nigga thinking about all the black people? You got to start with your family.
Yo, I'm about to stir up some shit. I wasn't going to release it. I said in the beginning of the show I wasn't going to release it. Showing that shit. I let the down. Right? You know, your cult leader and shit, right? They be telling you better be wearing your fringes 24/7. You know what I'm saying? Your woman and shit better be wearing her fringes. Right? Your woman better have her head covered and all that shit, right? Watch this.
Yeah.
I can show you what cult leaders do when
what I like about this show right now, right? Niggas so used to you talk about Judah Nazareth, right? Because he's just a foul nigga, right? But you talk about a historical event right now that we should reanalyze.
Yup.
And
I don't give a fuck. I'll be on them niggas' heads. I don't care.
Good. And guess what? And guess what? If you dig in that nigga background, he gonna knock the dude you talking about right now. He knocked another black person that probably was a legitimate black person. He was knocking a legitimate black person. I promise you, put down propaganda. Like when I talked about Marcus Garvey, and I might do my Marcus Garvey on your show, bro. I might do it on your show.
Yeah, I want you to.
Yeah, W. Du Bois. Yeah, he go. The name of it is W. Du Bois Revenge, right? Name of the show W. Du Bois Revenge. Marcus Garvey must go, right?
You see on the screen, Ratchet Craig?
Yeah.
You see what you looking at, Ratchet Craig? See what you looking at? Where that nigga fringes at?
Wow.
Where that nigga fringes at? That nigga supposed to be. Those is baby mamas right there on the right. Where they fringes at? And why her skirt, the one with the big gut, skirt all the way up to her coochie?
Oh, we got going on in here, though. There's too many people for me right now, you guys. These too many people. What's going on?
Want me to introduce them? On the right, on the far left, that's Al-Azhar, Gorilla Hebrew's gay sister. Right? And that's Al-Azhar with his arm around his gay daddy. And that's Al-Azhar sitting there with no fringes on. With no fringes on Father's Day. That's on Father's Day. He's not even supposed to be in that picture. He's supposed to say, the hell with Father's Day. He's supposed to say, my daddy gay. So the hell with my goddamn dad. Because the Lord said so. He's supposed to do another interview that it don't matter if somebody kill his dad. That it don't matter. Somebody need to get that interview with that nigga and ask him, you care if somebody kill your dad? Like he said with his mother. He said no. You ever seen that shit? Where he said he didn't give a fuck if somebody killed his mother? You ever see it?
I did, but I never analyzed it. I'm put it like that. I read it across, I never analyzed. Because there's too many crazy people out here. Yeah, there's too many crazy people out here, though. That's all I'm saying.
His kid got a motherfucking mohawk. Where that at in the scripture? Where that at in the scripture? Where his kids' fringes at? Where the fringes on the kids at? Those his kids. Where's fringes on his kids at?
I don't want them niggas to do it.
About him
You gay. I don't want these niggas to. You gotta understand. All I want these niggas to do, me personally, all I want these niggas to do is admit that they got an Afro-American belief on the Bible, right? And they do the African-American shit. Like, I had no problem with that. We black. We create shit. But if you try to say it's just like the ancient people, we the people, and shit like that, then what I said, nah, you doing too much right now.
I want to know why. Because if one of his members took a picture with his girl skirt up to her cooch, and with him standing there with no fringes on, all hell would break loose down at the court. He would be getting demoted from the rank and everything. But here we see Al-Azhar Ben Lawyer with no fringes on, with children with the hair all marred up. With the wives all out of order. Chilling with the LGBT crew. He ain't supposed to be doing that. He's a priest of all people. I didn't do it. You wouldn't catch me doing it. Back then, you wouldn't catch me doing it. I went 22 years without doing it. I went 22 years without celebrating Father's Day. I went 22 years without celebrating Mother's Day. I went 22 years without celebrating Christmas, Halloween, New Year's, birthdays. What the fuck is this nigga doing? And he, maybe that's why the Most High had that dude shoot at him. So he said, maybe the next time the Most High get him for being wicked. Can I get a con? Can I get a con? Vino Ma, what you think about this? You an Israelite, right? You said Shalom. What you said Shalom. What you think about this? Every other picture you see Alizar, he got fringes on. Now why he chilling with his family with no fringes on? I bet you can't find no photo of Alizar without fringes. I bet you can't. Since you say you didn't really see that video, let me see if I can pull that shit. Let me see if I can pull that shit. Nobody. He said he don't care if they kill my mom. You know what I'm waiting for, Roger Craig? I'm waiting for Ivory to pull that receipt for that girl. Saying that the niggas come in there and rape her kids and shit.
No, she ain't gonna do it.
Don't think she gonna do it?
No, they made up.
Nah,
they made up because it was a misunderstanding. Yeah, it was a misunderstanding based off.
You're gonna have to get up.
The boys. See, we on boys. It was based off the boy guy, Greg Phillips.
What?
It was based on Greg Phillips a half a comment because the conversation I made them to read it out loud. He sent half of the comment to her. And so Aaron thought she was talking about it. Yeah, Aaron thought she was talking about it and getting at her. So Aaron was gonna forget that shit. It was about
whatever.
Yeah. They was friends, right? You gotta say they were friends, and then she was mad at Aaron because Aaron, you should have came to me. Why you listening to somebody else comment? And it ain't no working out. It was based off some trick questions, like Aaron said. It was a trick question that King Seth did Uncle Pharaoh, like the angels, like I don't know what's wrong with the Hebrew. They got to always defend their Bible that crazy sometimes. They're a genie in a bottle. You know what I mean? Yeah. That was the end of happening. And then they got it. Because they were friends at first. You know, girl said based off Greg Phillips, she said she left. She left all the Facebook groups and shit. Like she wished death on Greg Phillips. Because he was lying about her and she got sick.
Damn.
And so she didn't know what was going on after that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So yeah, that's why I said it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
This Dodge.
And they talked it out. Yeah.
Because you know I can't stand her motherfucking ass. You know I was ready. I was ready, nigga. I was tasting that shit.
Yeah, you're a hit, man. But Slim ain't in the. She one of the type of people. She's not a social media person, so it really would have been a waste of time. If you know what I mean.
Nah, that bitch talk shit.
No, I'm talking about
her
the girl.
I got a video on her.
I'm talking about the girl she was talking about ain't a social media person, so you ain't gonna find too much. It's gonna be mostly narrative about that. You ain't gonna find too much about her.
She got a mustache.
Yeah, she got a mustache.
Nah, nigga, I already did all that.
That's it. Yeah, that's all you gonna find. The mustache and the clip that she got tricked on. You know how we do. We trick you on some shit. We black. Saying some dumb shit. It's let me know your weakness is about.
I can't find this fucking Amazon Polite shit. This shit crazy. That shit supposed to be right up on this motherfucker, yo.
Yeah, but one thing about me though, your thing about me is, I'm gonna tell the motherfucker what was said. I don't give a fuck right then and there, right? Both sides of the party. Now, once it get ugly and you try to pick whose side I should choose, and I have to choose a side based off that person say, you got to choose a side. And then I'm going to be like, I ain't getting y'all shit like this. So since you made me choose a side, I'm going to choose the other person's side. Like, that's how I am. I am the person that going to choose the other person's side. Because you try to make it seem like you trying to pop me. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And I don't like,
Yeah, see the poke.
I'd rather be about y'all bullshit and let y'all, I'd rather be out y'all bullshit and let y'all kill each other. Then I tell the story later.
Oh shit. Yo, I can't believe I can't find this Al Azhar video, yo. That shit be mad easy. That shit used to pop right up. Man, I got it on my screen somewhere. I got it on one of the videos that's on here. I can't remember where it's at and shit. But that nigga Polite asked him, he said he don't care about the white person, man, right? He said your mother white. He said, I know. He said you don't care about your mother. He said no. He said, what if somebody kills your mother? He said, so what? All praises to the Most High.
Yeah. That shit.
That nigga said that shit by. Yup. All these niggas. He mad at the movie, right? But he got mad at the daddy too, because the scripture said a child from an unjust death shall be rooted out. So he's not righteous. He's born from an unrighteous act.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be rooted out. He's supposed to be rooted out.
Yeah, there's always
his daddy gay to the motherfuckers.
Yeah, there's always be the ancient, so-called ancient or indigenous culture thing. If you born out of an unrighteous act, you always get prophecy against you. The oracles go against you. The elders gonna go against you. And everything, right? But they based off the king. You know what I'm saying? Cause women didn't have that many rights like that. The king idea. He was cheating on his wife or whatever, right? And then they'll label them temple whores sometimes. And then, you know what I'm saying, you get everybody against you in the village, right? And this what happened to Shaka Zulu. Shaka Zulu killed all the motherfuckers and did the same thing to him. He killed he went against the gods. He went against the gods. He went against the elder and the oracle.
Yup. That nigga just didn't give a fuck.
But he had the right to survive, right? Yeah, he had the right to survive like any other species out here, right? And that's what I ain't saying. You can't tell me like the bitch say, oh, you born out of a righteous act. You should die. Nigga, you got me fucked up. Fuck this village. I burn this whole down.
Yup. So no. Yeah, man, but he niggas fucking up out here.
You can't tell me because the king did. Yeah, because the king or the man did something wrong. He you know, women are always at a subjugated times, you know, especially in ancient times. Like they believe these nigga dreams, like that motherfucker believe motherfucker dreams now. And then you got a motherfucker say, oh man, I don't want nobody to know. And so the oracle, the village, and everybody go against you. But I'm the son. What I supposed to do? Just let y'all kill me? Hell no. Fuck y'all.
Right? That's true, though.
Ain't the king. Like, ain't nobody going to. Yeah, ain't nobody going to the king on his unrighteous act. They try to put it off on me, and I'm just a son. Nigga, fuck that.
Yeah, you right about that shit. You right about
everybody's
that.
Scared of the king. Yeah, everybody's scared of the king.
And you see how they did that dude was locked up for some fraud or some shit, and his boy, his right hand man in the cult, was locked up with him. But the cult only got the leader out and left him up in jail. Left him up in banana. And that's what's gonna happen to these niggas out here that think, you know what, Mar got shot at, he claimed, right?
Yeah.
You hear about that?
But I ain't hear about that. I just wanted to say though, that's why Europeans or white people, whatever you want to say, right? This is why they would kill your whole bloodline. So what nobody come after you?
Yup.
You know what I mean? And this is why they were doing this shit. Yeah. We gotta kill his son too, because that nigga might come back and get us.
Yep. That's exactly what you do. You ain't lying. You ain't lying. You're not lying. Shit, man.
And Italians,
I'm about to close it up. My ass tired.
The Italians will know that shit. They're gonna kill out your whole bloodline, nigga. Fuck you.
Make sure none of your seeds grow.
Yeah. They might leave your daughter. They might leave your daughter around, but they ain't leaving no sons around. Ain't no sons be revengeful.
Nope. Get them niggas the fuck up out of here.
Yeah.
Get you right up out the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how they roll.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying about.
We good.
Yeah, that's why I say some things just be a part of the game, right? I'm like, that's a part of the game. It is what it is.
Yep, that's what they signed up for. They signed up for that.
Yep.
They signed up for that shit. That's what they signed up for. They did exactly what they signed up for. Nothing more, nothing less.
And that's why they say generational curse, right? That's why you had that thing called generational curse in the Bible.
Yep.
Because Yep. It ain't meant to be like 100 generations later. It was never meant to be 100 generations later. It was like, okay, your daddy was shit. Your dad was on bullshit, nigga. You ain't nigga, we gonna make sure we wipe your ass out, cause you probably got raised by that nigga on the same bullshit. We ain't taking no chance.
Yep. That's how I look at it and shit. It is good motherfuckers walking around here. I look at it the same way. Oh shit, the heavy duty honky up in here.
Yeah, I'm a king or a nation. They won't go look at you ass. Like, we gotta kill out all they. we'll take they women. We'll take they women, right? And that's a biblical narrative. They always took people women. They'll kill out the males though. But even though we know all the
what up?
Yeah.
What up, man?
What up, Heavy Dokey Honky?
You call me Dookie Honky?
What up? What's going on?
Not much, man. Yeah, you.
No, I did say something crazy.
Sound like you called me Heavy Dookie Honky. That was pretty funny. Heavy Dookie Honky.
Yo, this nigga, I got the dude out here now, finally. Yo, Ratchet Craig, put your shit back off mute, nigga. Yo, you supposed to be Chris's manager, nigga.
What you do, man?
Yeah.
Why you put me on the spot like that?
You supposed I put you on the spot on the video. I think I even called you and shit on the video, trying to get you on the air. I even called you live, because you supposed to be Chris manager and shit. We were looking for somebody to fight the heavy general honky talk. But niggas was hiding this shit from the white boy.
No, you got to break this down to me slowly right now. I'm from the South, nigga. You got to break this down to me slow. You talking too fast. That's what you up north niggas do. Y'all talk too fast. What is going on?
Yeah, that's right.
Yo, homeboy on the panel right now, right? Challenge Wild Rack to fight. Wild Rack pussy, right? So then we was like, who we gonna get now? I was like, Chris fuck ass. Chris used to box, right? And I said, yo, Ratchet Craig's his man.
Yeah, that's my guy. Yeah,
we wanted him to fight.
I'm in the
fight this big white boy right here. We got on the. Yeah,
what Chris to fight him? I ain't fight no damn nigga. I'm a source a nigga up, fight a nigga, but I don't know. I ain't in that shit. Nigga talk about physical shit.
Oh, well, let him know. I'm a Golden Glove boxer. I really do it.
Okay, I got guns, nigga. I'm from the South. We got guns. I'm a guy. I'm a guy banger. You know, I don't do the whole fight. I ain't got golden gloves, nigga. I got golden guns, nigga. Like it's a big difference. I see you can whoop my ass. I'm gonna pull out the gun.
Golden gun.
That's all I'm saying. Yeah, I had a. But if you did an organized fight with them niggas, it is what it is. They signed up for it. Beat their ass.
Well, that's what we're saying. We was gonna do like a charity thing.
But you know them niggas, if you gotta go to club, you know them niggas go run, bro. Come on with that.
Analyze the situation. I put a picture, and I was like, I don't know about this. Chris
I ain't riding with Chris Harris. He talking about fighting the nigga that he wig out. I'm not riding with him on that shit. Like if he said he gonna do it, then wig out. That's shame on him. Nigga, shit.
Nah, we were trying to get you to ask him, because you was like my only link to ask him, to challenge him and shit. So I was like, yo, I gotta talk about you, Craig, to get him. Okay. I would ask
Chris Harris. What
do that shit.
What he know your ass, or he won't be playing dumb, or what's the time he know you ass? Because he know I can think you gay.
Yep. He know who Chris is. I mean, Chris know who he is.
What
Siberius. That's him in the chat. Siberius. Okay. Siberius the sleeping serpent.
That's right.
I'll go hit Chris Harris up.
We talking about Chris Harris.
I showed up.
We've been talking lately, but I hit him up on this shit.
Chris is old and out of shape, though, man.
Yep.
Chris Harris said he got some
going to the gym, but that nigga. Yeah,
Chris Harris got boxing skills.
Chris used to box. Yeah. We'll see.
Yeah. I ask her. I ain't scared to ask none of you niggas shit. That's
Well,
all I'm
Chris,
saying.
well, Ratchet Craig,
Rob,
so you know, Chris, I have
Rob,
animosity towards Chris. He race trapped me. He race baited me on his channel
He
and
race baited you.
totally
Got
disrespected
you
me.
white.
Yeah, because I'm white. That's right.
Yeah. Yeah. He complained about everybody else race baiting. I get you.
Well,
Race
I thought I
bait.
was his boy. I
You
thought
race
we were
bait
cool.
that
I
black.
thought I was his boy. But I
he
was.
was the first time he even came on here. Motherfucker. Was on Chris channel.
Right.
Did that stupid shit. And it really backfired on Chris. It backfired on Chris, really, because like half the fucking his chat disagreed with him.
Oh yeah.
The shit really backfired on him.
Yeah.
Yup.
I mean, I ain't signing up for no nigga. I ain't signing up for damn one of you motherfuckers talking about coming down to fight me. I like, you bring your ass down here, nigga, it ain't gonna be what you expected.
It's gonna be the Golden Guns.
But it go to guns. I'm going to guns. Like, I don't know what you got, nigga. You might be a motherfucker. You might be a big motherfucker, nigga. Like, what the fuck? Like, guns are the great equalizer.
Yeah, they are.
Nigga, I could be 5'2" and you fucking 6'7", nigga. What I supposed to do?
Hey, Shaman said pick up a brick and hit him in the foot, killer.
Yeah. I'm just saying I'm not gonna challenge you. Yeah, I'm not gonna challenge you, nigga. I'm gonna size you up. And then if I know that you got that juice, I'm just gonna recognize you got that juice and leave you the fuck alone. You know what I'm saying?
What if he's little and you think you can take him and he winds up being the kung fu master? What you gonna do then? Get your ass beat.
We all ain't no both 5'2" niggas ain't kung fu masters.
But what if they are though? What you gonna do?
Yeah. But if the weight. Yeah, what is that 6'7" nigga a kung fu master too? So it don't make no difference. You weight class.
Yeah, you gotta get the fuck out of there.
The first challenge to fight this motherfucker was a 6'4", 300-pound ass motherfucking shit. Scared. A big gangster, internet gangster, showing his guns and shit. And that nigga saw that white boy hitting that motherfucking punching bag. And that nigga said, hell no.
Hell no.
That nigga.
Bro, you could be 5'7", I'm 6'4". Nigga, if you hit that punching bag and that shit look like it hurt, I'm not fucking with you. Niggas got to recognize who they fucking with. That's all I'm saying. You can't challenge the biggest, baddest nigga. I'm not gonna go into Mike Tyson. I'm like, that's Mike Tyson, nigga. Fuck that.
Killer, roll the fucking tape, man.
What, the bag? Shit, I gotta dig that shit out.
Yeah, the bag.
Yeah, I'm not fucking with no motherfucker. If I size you up and I think we equal, then I think I can take you. I'll challenge you. But I know you way advanced to me. Like, fuck that. I'll be this nigga free. Like, I'm just that nigga.
You know what's crazy? The difference between someone who doesn't train, the difference between someone who does train is crazy. It's so crazy how much better you are at fighting when you actually train.
Yeah.
Like, you can get 3, 4, 5 times as good in a matter of months.
Yeah. Because I remember that. I remember when I used to try. Yeah, I used to try because I wanted to fight niggas, right? And I used to try it in my house.
Right.
And then, you know what I mean? Like, I watched all the videos and tutorials and shit. I got way better at fighting.
Oh, dude, people be surprised how good you can get just training by yourself.
Yeah.
But it is best to have a coach, though.
Yeah. But I would do a street fight, so it didn't matter.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, if I know I would got an arena of actually other motherfuckers who try, then I know I need a coach.
Yeah.
Because they got coaches.
Yeah. Well, what's the topic of the of tonight's episode? What are we talking about here?
Oh, this fake ass Arab nigga shit.
Nah, I saw the title, but I don't know what it is.
Nah, some niggas keeping out black people in the 1920s. This is some that and how they was using a lot of mystery stuff people like that. Instead of people like Jesus.
Hang on, I can't hear you, man. Oh, that's me.
That ain't me. That ain't me. What's up? That's whoever you play the video.
That's what the nigga was doing. That nigga bailed out when you saw that shit. And he at first, he accepted. The motherfucker accepted the shit at first. He accepted the shit.
What? What I look like fighting a nigga like that with body shots like that? Like, I'd be retarded. Either gonna be his friend, or if that nigga see me, I got to get the golden guns. Like, it's either one of them. I'm gonna probably be that nigga free because I don't like to do violence, right? Nigga, fuck that. I'm like, oh shit, nigga, you got that work. We gonna start talking about boxing, nigga. We gonna start talking about boxing. I'm gonna see how I can get my skills up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Rob thought the same thing, man. He knew his gut was in trouble.
Yup.
Yeah, you see, if I start being friends with you, you like, hell no, motherfucker, I'm coming to see you. I say, damn, I gotta do the golden guns now.
You gotta get the guns out. I've been told that a lot.
I don't want them problems. That's all I'm saying. I don't want them problems. Nigga, you gonna knock a nigga teeth out. Fuck that. I like my teeth.
I done knocked several people out. I broke one guy's jaw recently. By accident.
I don't want to go to the hospital and then be on soup for 3 months fucking around with you. Fuck that. I like to eat steak.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Fuck that.
Honestly, I went to a pro boxing match, and the only difference between them and me is they're more calm because they're used to it more than I am.
Yeah.
If I could just calm down a little bit, I'd be dangerous.
Nah, nigga.
That's what I'm saying.
That's some real shit, though. That third round. Y'all niggas third round was looking crazy.
Shit.
Yeah, we were both.
That blackology superior gene shit get in the way, right?
Superior gene? What are you talking about?
Yeah. I said that blackology superior gene thing. They supposed to be talking about information. Nigga talk about boxing, a nigga with golden gloves. Like, that's retarded. I see you hit the body bags. I'm like, oh, no, I don't want this smoke. Not that way. Let's talk about information. Like, fuck that.
That's Killer B's call.
Like, you niggas don't want to never deal with it. Yeah, they be like, you niggas never want to deal with this information. Always threatening the nigga. These niggas always threatening the motherfucker. That's why we can't have nothing.
Basically, all we did was give Rob Grant the chance to afflict his vengeance upon the Edomite, and he did not accept.
Well, that's exactly what it was, too.
Nigga, the Edomite
fuck that shit.
Hey, the Edomite, the Esau, nigga, that nigga was a mighty hunter. What the fuck are they talking about? That nigga killed Nimrod. That nigga killed Nimrod. That nigga know how to scrap. Jacob was the bitch ass nigga.
All right, Kilby.
That was a sad. What happened?
G?
I like to learn some stuff. I said I like to learn some stuff. If you want to get back on topic, I didn't need to interrupt everything.
Nigga, I done gave these niggas what I was supposed to give them.
Yeah, he had some Chris Harris in my face. He knew he was done.
He's been waiting on this. Been waiting on this opportunity. I forgot all about it. But yeah, he's been waiting on this. I didn't even realize it. I didn't even realize who you were.
Wait, what happened? Get back to teaching, nigga.
That
shit crazy.
You showed this nigga punching the body bag, nigga. I don't want no smoke. I was saying right here. Get back to teaching, nigga.
John King, yo, shit. Y'all starting something. But them niggas and shit was raping niggas' kids and shit. Man, nothing was happening to. Well, the nigga didn't go to jail, but he came back out and started the bullshit back. Just under a new name. And it shows like what these motherfuckers is like doing. Like they said black people was in the esoteric shit back then. Like that was the shit to be like to know about. Like the numbers. Like lottery numbers. They used to have these books back in the day that tell you lottery numbers, like if you dream about an owl or if you dream about a goddamn bowl of soup, it'll tell you, give you a number for it, and you put those numbers together when you go play your numbers and shit to win. I found one of them books recently. Like I've been looking for the longest. I've been looking for them on the internet and shit and everything. They're like these little mystical like books and shit that would tell you breakdowns of numbers and stuff, and like how different things instead correspond with certain numbers, and that's how you play your lottery tickets. I found one on the street. I picked that shit up too. Yup.
Oh, Killer B.
But that's what motherfuckers was.
You want to hear some crazy magical shit?
What? Wow.
Okay, before I went to Las Vegas, I subcontracted someone to do some work for me while I was gone. And this is someone that is a friend of mine, but has always kind of shitted me, and I always kind of forgave him. And I even gave him an opportunity on this job. And it also involved me selling my boat that had sentimental value. Well, whenever I got back, he still ain't done the work, wouldn't answer my call. That night, I dreamed of another friend that's always done me wrong, and I dreamed that I blew his fucking brains out, but then I got caught, and I regretted it. I was sitting in the cop car in my dream, like, man, my life is fucking over. I woke up at 4 a.m. like, thank God I'm in my bed. And then the next day, I find out that the guy that shitted me, he cost me about $400. His nervous system has some sort of infection, and he can't even walk. Maybe paralyzed. He doesn't know yet.
Goddamn.
That's it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fucking
paralyzed.
Yeah, he's in the hospital and shit. Can't even walk. And he was a tree climber.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, so he was like really good at climbing trees and taking trees down and walking on spikes up trees. And now he can't even do that. And I think it's really because of my relationships on the other side and him shitting me out of that money, because that was a big thing for me. That was my money to go to Vegas with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yep, that happened for real.
Damn.
And my client, the last job I did, she called me today and telling me that she's making remarkable recoveries. Like the doctors don't know what's going on. He is recovering.
Oh,
did that right?
Yeah, I know we did.
Oh, the lady.
Yeah, the one that did
the lady that had a foot cut off.
Yeah, she's making miraculous recoveries now.
Wow, that's good. Yeah, that's what's up. Man.
Yeah, the black cat shit. Remember when we did that? Yeah, that client called me today. You see, and this is just for everyone that's listening to this. This is an example of how long this kind of work takes. It does take a long time. But when you do it right and you have faith, the shit always comes back around, and now she's recovering.
Wow.
Crazy, right?
That shit I was telling you about the other day was doing some shit.
Yeah.
When I lit it back up, it started doing the same thing. It started doing the same. That you see the text I sent you?
Yeah.
It was like the wick split.
I forgot to get back to you. Go ahead.
Yep. It was like a wick or something. It looked like the wick looked like a sprouting plant, like the first stage of a plant coming out of the ground.
Yeah.
So it was almost like two wicks. It seemed like, and the flame was like it almost looked like a bird was flying, like the wings was flapping and shit.
Excellent. Those sounds like good positive omens for you, killer. But it's up. But remember, like I always tell you, it's up to your interpretation, and just have faith and confirmation in what it means to you, and let that become manifest in your life in whatever way you want it to be.
Yep.
Pretty dope.
Nah, shit was doing what.
Hey, I forgot to tell you one more thing. So you know, in the ritual we did, that there was some money work with attorneys in the court system, right? Well, about a week and a half ago, I get a call from my attorney on some shit that involves the guy that's paralyzed, on some people that owe me 13 grand, and my attorney found them, and now we're going to pursue the case. And I ain't talked to this attorney in like over 2 years. 2 years.
Wow.
This shit takes a long time, man, but you just gotta.
Craig. Craig, are you still in South Carolina? Are you in South Carolina?
Memphis.
Where are you? You in Memphis?
Yeah, I'm right. Memphis kid.
Yeah,
I'm South Memphis bound.
Oh, you Memphis?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm in South Carolina. I'm actually in Columbia right now at Shaman's house.
Yeah, it was up. I used to stay in South Carolina, Columbia, South Carolina, though. I stayed there a year and a half.
Oh, yeah? I'm right here in Casey by the Zestos.
Oh.
Yeah, I used to stay there a year and a half. So, yeah.
Did you like it?
Huh?
Did you like Columbia?
I guess I wasn't in control of my own destiny like that.
Right.
I was down there with a female. It didn't work out, so you know how they go.
Yeah, when you move in with a bitch, it never works out. She got to move in with you.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll still be together, nigga. I'll probably be in South Carolina right now. Like,
Yeah,
I love South
Bishop can't
Carolina.
handle the accountability more times than not.
Mm. Yeah.
Not all of them, just most of them.
Yo, do they got?
We got what?
Yo, in Memphis, dude, they fuck with that root work and shit. In Memphis, I was asking Ratchet Craig, do they fuck with that root work shit like out there like that?
What you talking about? The root? What?
Like root work
in Memphis.
You talking about like voodoo?
Yeah.
Yeah, like most of that, yeah.
When you go to the outskirts of Memphis toward the, cause Mississippi is like, for me, Mississippi is right now like 5 minutes away. And you start getting a little more, you get it. Cause you gotta understand we're a metropolitan city. So, metropolitan city pushes, it pushes people out, right? Who be probably on voodoo and stuff like that. But you usually hear it like, especially white people, right? You go, they still kind of carry on the culture with other black people, right? But it's still usually music. It's still usually music coats. That's what I call them, music coats. And then we have one little small area that most of the kids don't fuck with no more that grew up in the households, but they I guess I say they upgraded their voodoo. I'm put it like that, they upgraded their voodoo to the modern world. I'm put it like that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So you on Mississippi River? Memphis is on the Mississippi River?
Yeah.
Is Memphis on the Mississippi River?
Yeah,
oh shit, that'd be dope. I never seen. Actually, I've been on the Mississippi River before. I've been across the Mississippi.
Yeah. We
that.
on the port. Yeah, we on the port of everything. Like we are the transportation capital. So, I mean, the logistic capital. Yeah. So you get it from the trucking company and the boats and everything. Yeah.
I think y'all also the capital of the best rap music, man.
Wow.
Well, today, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Even through the rap music with 3 6 Mafia and stuff.
Juicy J, Young Dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were really Christian. They were really Christian kids, just doing voodoo and shit like that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying they was. They was like they wasn't. Yeah.
Somebody,
they was.
My boy gave me. He was he gave me 3 6 Mafia in like 1997, I believe. Man, I gave that bullshit away, nigga. I was like, look, I ain't listening to some ass shit, no country ass shit. I'm like, what the fuck you giving me bullshit for, nigga? I want that
shit though. Like South Carolina.
Nigga,
I thought I was country in Memphis until I went to goddamn South Carolina.
Oh yeah. You already know.
Yeah. You gotta understand, I went to, what I'm saying? I had folks that stayed up there too, but they were doing the Gullah Geechee area, right?
Yeah.
And I had folks that stayed up there, so, I visited there for the first time and shit. The motherfucker was on their voodoo shit. But they was on the Christian shit too at the same time. So, yeah.
The nigga down south niggas that I know about that Geechee shit. They don't know nothing about it.
I know a lot about it. I dated a girl that was Geechee. She had a big old Geechee ass on her.
You stupid. Yup. I ain't never heard that shit. No. cousins and those shit talk about that shit.
Hey, growing up,
down there, he didn't know nothing about.
Growing up, my neighbor, who was an old white man, grew up on the islands down there, and he spoke Geechee.
Yeah.
That shit, I don't know. That's like some new age.
They get you take a lot of bad. I mean, not bad, but you know what I mean by bad. Like it's heavily down there, and in Florida, even in Florida. And you can see
where my family at, that's where those. Like where I go to, that's like where they supposed to be at. But like I ain't never heard nobody say no shit like that. I know they talk that crazy ass language and shit. That shit like some whole other shit. That language was crazy. Like, yeah, boy, we going in there, boy. All right.
Yeah, Christianity took over a lot of them cultures though. Like it was shy to be I guess voodoo in a way, right? Ritual based. It was shine on. So people converted to Christianity, and then they kept a lot of elements into Christianity. That's why black churches, you see black churches do all that Holy Spirit and you see a lot of white churches too. The evangelist shit, that's kind of like a ritual shit.
The old churches I've been to down there, it don't seem like those niggas would even know anything about any of that shit. They just seem like they just descendants of some slave niggas and shit that just go to church. And that's all they know, that little church they go to on the cinder blocks and shit. You know what I mean? That's what that shit. See nobody deal with anything like that.
You gotta understand, Lord of Jesus Christ took over the whole thing, but the culture was still in these churches.
I know the superstition. I know some of the superstition, like with them down south, like don't sweep over nobody's foot, don't put your hat on the bed, don't put your sneakers on the bed or whatever, some shit like that. What else? Turn the lights off and shit when it's under.
Don't sweep out the door at night. That was when I grew up with.
Nobody down south believe that shit no more. I did what y'all know.
Don't sweep out the door at night, like outside, sweeping from the inside to the outside. Don't do that at night.
Yeah, nobody in the south believe that shit no more.
Yeah, that was back in like the 50s and 60s.
Yeah, they don't believe this shit no more. Like, brother, motherfucker just do the certain rituals when them organs play, them drums play. Motherfuckers start like breaking down and shit because they based on the vibration of the music. Yeah,
but you know what? It only be the same. In the church, it be the same niggas that do that shit. It don't be random niggas. It be the same niggas that do it.
No, it be
like in our church, I used to go to. Where I used to go, it used to be the same motherfucker.
Yeah, they did some
that falling out.
You gotta understand, Killer B.
Jesus!
Killer B, you gotta understand. Killer B, you gotta understand.
I got it on what?
You got to understand. If a person
I hear you.
Take DMT, yeah. If a person take DMT, right? The drug DMT.
Yep.
If you don't accept it and you try to fight it, you ain't gonna have a trip like a person who said, I'm gonna accept the trip. The DMT and whatever, I'm gonna let it do what I wanted to do, right? If you try to fight it, you can take the same drug and it ain't gonna affect you like a person who who said, I'm just gonna take it just to and I'm gonna let it do this thing, right? So that's all it is. You have people that they be feeling it. They just want to express it. Like this same person who accept it.
Niggas just
Yeah.
yup. Let me.
Yeah, Killer, I'm gonna jump off, buddy. I'm listening from the chat.
All right, man. Thanks for coming
All
on.
right,
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
What up, Ivory? Yup. No doubt. What up, Ivory? You coming on up in here? Link in the chat for you. Oh, girl, she dodged the bullet and shit. I was ready for her. Ratchet Craig said y'all done straighten that shit out. I'm mad at the motherfucker. This shit. I was ready to start burning shit up. Shit. Start losing friends and shit. I was ready to start losing friends. Shit. Like, do it dirty. Look at these Hebrew Israelite bitches and shit. God damn. See, I dipped out. Man, Ratchet Craig done dipped out. God damn it. Me in here by myself. I'm about to close this motherfucker up. So y'all better hurry up, back up in here if y'all coming up on it. But yeah, thanks for everybody for hanging out tonight. Brainstorm. Oh, you coming in? I was ready for old girl and shit. I was gonna bring that mustache picture back out and shit. I had some other shit on her too. I had some other shit. I had like me a little file for her. Her mouth was crazy and shit. I was about to get her. I was like, what? You got what? I read that shit in the description. I was like, oh, hell no. I was like, oh, shit. I'm putting everything I hold for this one. I even told Brainstorm this shit. I'm like, yo, I got to go and cover this shit. I just got to find this shit. You had me skimming through that long-ass video looking for that shit. It wasn't a vibe there. Couldn't be. Yeah, 2 videos, too. I saw something you say, I'm not going to release it to the end and shit. I'm like, well, damn. Yup, you fixed my ass. You broke my heart and shit. Craig got up out of here and said that shit was over. I was like, damn. I'm ready to turn the fuck up and shit. God damn. I know you be getting them over there and shit. I be seeing you. I see old Jahad, he loved that motherfucking interview, nigga. That nigga posted that shit like every fucking 3 hours. You get a repost to that motherfucker and shit. And that nigga apologized for smacking on the show and shit. Like, goddamn, only 2 niggas look at a post up in this motherfucking group. Goddamn. They ain't see today, nigga. They saw it yesterday, the day before that, nigga, the day before that motherfucker. Yeah, you do got a lot of old files and shit. You gotta bring them shits back. You gotta recycle those motherfuckers and refine them. And like, what is these niggas doing today? And just bring them old shits back out. Burn them niggas up. When they least expect. Because a lot of niggas, like, they'll wait that shit out until motherfuckers forget about it. And a lot of new people come around, and the new people don't know nothing about that shit. So you gotta bring that shit back out on their ass. They think they winning this shit, and you bring that shit right back out. They're like, God damn, this motherfucker. Like, nah, nigga, we ain't forget none of that shit. Fuck out of here. Burn these niggas up. I really be doing dirty and shit. She got a nigga's head. Y'all go check out her channel and shit. She be wilding out. Got exposing jail niggas and everything. Shit. Baby daddies and everything be getting exposed about her shit. Motherfucker got trainings and shit up in there telling our niggas. I'm like, damn, yo, what the fuck should you get this shit? Interviews and shit on CNN and shit. I even got interviews with the motherfucker's cousins and shit. Oh, goddamn, How she doing better than the goddamn news? Yo, she was doing the damn thing. Y'all make sure y'all go over there and check her shit out. Ratchet Craig, too. Make sure y'all go check out Ratchet Craig. Siberians. Beano Mob, you said shalom. Motherfucker, you still ain't saying what you said. Think about the Alizar bin Lawyer shit. Oh, did you see that, Ivory? That picture of Alizar that split up? He going against the Colt. That nigga had a, nigga, I'm not going through all that. That's the name of their shit is their name, nigga. I'm not doing all that damn shit. Slow the it's hard enough me finding my own shit to do my own shit. Name right there. I can click on it. Type that motherfucker in. Yeah, no, what I was gonna say. I'm about to pass out on this motherfucker. Hey, I'm just like that eating sleeping shit. Fucked up. Oh, let me put it back up there for you. Back up there. Haven't seen it, so you don't say. There you go. All right. Why this nigga at a Father's Day? This is from a Facebook, his dad's Facebook, on Father's Day. That's the Father's Day picture. That nigga ain't supposed to be at no goddamn Father's Day. And two, why he sitting there with his gay sister and his gay father, with his arms around his gay father? And where is his fringes? Have you ever seen a picture of Alizar without wearing fringes? Until now? No fringes. Where's fringes at? And why that kid got a mohawk? That kid breaking the laws of the Most High, marring up his head. Show me mohawks in the scriptures. Show me mohawks in the scriptures. And why his baby mama's skirt all the way up to her coochie. And why the kids ain't wearing fringes. And why the women ain't got fringes. Y'all ain't seeing shit. Look, see, look. All the stuff hanging out. She gnarling the motherfucking shoes up and shit. Her heavy stuff. Heavy people can't wear shoes like that. What's wrong with you? See that shit, Ivory? Look. See, you look her foot. She can't wear those shoes like that and be that big. I know y'all ain't shit. I know I ain't shit. That probably was there watching this shit. They dropped off. I put that shit up. But look, where the Frenches on the kids. Those are his kids. The caption for the shit says that's Alizar and his baby mamas and kids. Yup. And why he there with no fringes on? That nigga supposed to have fringes flaring, motherfucker. Got his arms around gay people. See? She too heavy to wear them shoes. And why is skirt pulled all the way up to a coochie, got everything hanging out and shit? She already got shit hanging out. Look, the one on the right, head all pushed, forehead all pushed back. I guess she got the curses and shit, brainstorm. She got them curses. The scab on the head and shit, like old girls say. They bald head. Look, where the French is at? Alizar got the gay sister up there, the gay rights activist. She got a magazine article. She got put in a magazine. I read it. It's a great article. Great article on her. She does a lot of good stuff. Like her piece of shit brother. I bet the whole family is ashamed of that nigga. Look, he got his arms around his gay daddy. Unbelievable. Now, if one of the cult members take a picture like this, they'd be kicked out the cult. Look, you're around all those gay people, the homosexuals, the Most High gonna kill them. They're gonna kill your daddy. The Most High gonna kill your sister. Look, your kids out of order. Your whole family out of order. Look at your rib. Look at your rib with the stuff all hanging out. Stuff all hanging out. And where's the fringes on the kids? And the mohawk on the baby. Where that in the scriptures? Where that in the scriptures you got mohawks? Because you're wicked. The Most High gonna kill you because you're wicked. Because you're wicked. Because you're wicked. That's how I go down. Let one of his members get caught on camera with no fringes. IUIC shit, nigga, they give you fucking hell, nigga. You be fucked up. You be in a bad spot in IUIC. You be in a bad motherfucking spot. Let you come up there or your wife come in there. Her head matter of fact, that woman, those two women, head's supposed to be covered. Their head's supposed to be covered. I know that's how they talk, Ivory. Because you're wicked. The Most High gonna kill you. Gonna kill you and your family, because you're wicked. I done told you. Because you're wicked, you're wicked. The Most High gonna kill you. And look at you, you're wicked. You got your father, your hand around your father, your gay father back, You got your gay sister out? What is it supposed to be? Black power? Unreal. They got a thing that was on the internet, talked about his dad. They had a poll on whether his dad was gay or not. And it was 75% of the people said yes, that he was gay. Yup. It was like a voters poll, like on his blog. Yo, you should see his. You seen Khalil Amani's old school pictures? Yo, Alizar's dad looked just like that nigga when he was in high school. Had the jerry curl and shit, looking feminine as a motherfucker. They got one picture, he looking like Ozone. Wait, no. Ozone or Turbo? Wait, which one? Turbo was the Puerto Rican nigga. No. Ozone was the Puerto Rican nigga. He looked like Turbo. This nigga something in his school picture looking like Turbo and shit. Yeah. Look, I show you. I don't be playing with these niggas. Watch. I don't be playing with these niggas. I know I don't be playing with these niggas. Watch this. Watch this shit, man. Watch this. And after you see it, you're going to tell everybody you heard it here. You saw it here first. Watch this shit. Watch. One second. I'm playing this shit. I don't be playing with y'all. He gonna be playing. I did. See? Hey, hold on. You didn't see that? How about that? Told niggas stop playing. That's an old picture. That looked like before he had dreads. That would have looked like yeah. There was something else I had too. Oh, I'll save that for a video. I won't show y'all niggas. Saw that motherfucker. I saved the other shit for another video for a video. I gotta find the snacking off video. Yo, what up, Maggie? Nah, I didn't. I didn't get a chance to. I'll put the link in the chat. So, if he come from that, according to the unrighteous bed shall be rooted out. And all the other kids gay, so why he ain't gay? He the only straight one in the family. All the other kids gay. Hold on. They put the link up there. Hold on. All right, I'm back. You're like, yeah, he's gay. So why Alazar all hugged up with his daddy? And he gay. But Alazar a priest of the Most High God, Yahweh. But he a priest though. Check this shit out. Look at what he told the motherfucker today. Some naggy ass. What up, baby?
Not a whole lot, man. What's up?
What up, baby?
Yeah, what's up, man?
Shit. I had a good shit. I was getting on that Salamine dude today and shit. So now we fucking up Alazar just for fun and shit.
Did you get my message on that dude?
Nah, I didn't. Let me look at it now. It's on the Instagram shit, right?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
I mean, on Instagram on my desktop, so I don't be getting like the notifications and stuff like that. Like,
oh, okay.
Yeah, I read that tonight.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yup, I read that tonight. Yup, I read that tonight. He got supposedly served up to serve 18 months, and when he got out, he got right back to the same bullshit but under another name.
Wow.
and he left all the Masonic shit. So it was like Judah Nazareth getting caught, and now he ain't talking about the Temple Man no more because he already got fucked up on that shit. So he's scared to bring that shit up.
Yeah.
So we operating under a new, like, you know what I'm saying? And they got operate under a new name. That's what this nigga was doing. Yup.
Well, I'll go back and
that shit crazy.
I'll go back and watch it, and I'll see what you talk about. But yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, so I just want to go watch that.
All right.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go watch.
I had something I was gonna show. Okay.
All right. Yeah.
I had something for with Alazar. Listen to what Alazar tells his members. Check this shit out.
folks to give individual roles. And you hold on, let me answer the question you asked me.
Not real. I just qualified this for you. Am I a priest of God, ETT, yes or no?
You are not correct in all of your teachings, but I would agree that you are in certain aspects, yes.
No, am I a Levitical priest, yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, so a Levitical priest.
You hear that bullshit? He let a dumb motherfucker admit that he's a Levitical priest. Now listen to what he says.
It is literally, now you do understand that it's actually a sin for you to disagree with me on this, right? Let's put that aside real quick.
Well, hold on, brother. If that's the case, well, is Elder Apostle Tahar a priest? So if you disagree with him, well, could I say the same thing with Joe? No.
Elder Apostle Tahar is too old to actually serve as an active priest. So actually, at this point,
what was he before, though?
That's irrelevant because I'm a priest, so I can disagree with him. You can't disagree with me. That's the difference. And he's no longer can be an active priest pursuant to the Levitical law.
Okay, so 30 years old.
ATT, I'm 30 years old, so I'm the current ruling priest. I want you to understand that. So now let's go.
You hear that shit?
Each of the folks to give individual.
You heard that shit? He's a Levitical priest. I don't know why either. That's weird. Yeah, that's strange. I wasn't looking at the screen and shit. I could have hit the thing off by accident, maybe. Or you just got completely booted.
Yeah, okay. All right, well.
Sometimes my cursor be like icon, and I hit a button, and it'll throw you out the room and shit. In the back.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
In the backtrack by accident.
Yeah, no problem.
You heard that shit?
Yeah, I heard him. He says
Did you hear that?
He said Tahar's too old.
Right. So he's the reigning Levitical priest now.
Wow.
They gotta listen to him. So he can disagree with Tahar, but they can't disagree with them with him. They can't say nothing to him. So that's putting him in authority over everybody. And he got the nigga to admit that he's a Levitical priest. That's error number one. You gotta be a dumb motherfucker. You gotta be a dumb motherfucker just to admit to that nigga that he a Levitical priest. He getting niggas. That's why Hassan was laughing. He like, this dumb motherfucker. Like, yeah, we getting this money. Look at all the shirts that they wearing. Why wasn't that nigga wearing that shit at Father's Day? Why wasn't he wearing it at Father's Day? Alizar wasn't wearing no Sakari shit or nothing. No fringes, none of that. Women out of order, no fringes, no head coverings, none of that. So what fuck going on? Why that nigga get to break the law and nobody else get to break the law? Right? Right or wrong?
I mean, I'm with you.
See? And we used to see that they caught Elder Tahar at Toys R Us buying Christmas gifts, my nigga. They caught that motherfucker at Toys R Us buying Christmas gifts. And that nigga ain't skip a beat. They caught Aria in Toys R Us buying Christmas gifts, my nigga. They had Tahar with his girlfriend, with his wife at a goddamn New Year's party. But the members can't do that though. They laughing at you. This is how we saw Judah Nasty at having a Halloween party, having a motherfucking Christmas party, having a birthday party, having all types of abominable parties with trannies and shit. With trannies and shit. But all his members are gonna die if they do that. See what I'm talking about?
They don't be getting this shit. They don't see it. They be letting that shit whiz right by their head and shit. Motherfuckers are stupid. Having parties and praise and shit. Talking about they Levitical priests. And here this nigga could come out of the womb of a white woman and created by a gay nigga. And he a Levitical priest. Look at Judah Nazareth ad telling people he want his booty hole played with. He'll dress up like a trainee for DJ Mr. C. Judah Nazareth over here dropping it, busting it wide open for niggas and shit, and he a Levitical priest. Judah Nazareth over here, drop down, getting his eagle on and shit for these niggas, these nasty niggas. And he a Levitical priest. Where they do that shit at? Show me the scripture on that. There ain't no scripture on that shit. Some of bitches. Whole ass some of the bitches and shit. And he doing the same thing as these niggas we reading about. Doing the same goddamn thing. Nothing different. Doing the same goddamn thing. Fooling the people. Messing with the chill. Messing with the kids. Weird ass motherfucker. Nobody listen to old Killer B, though. Killer B crazy. He don't know what he's talking about. He's always down in black people. Why don't you say something positive? Wait for you niggas to die off and shit, so then I have something to talk about. God damn it. That's what I'm waiting for. Why don't your ass fall in a pit full of pig guts and die, motherfucker? That's when I can do good videos. Positive videos. Unbelievable. These niggas, man. I gotta get the fuck out of here, nigga. I'm tired of being on this shit. It's almost 3 hours. If they can't hear it by now, nigga, I don't know what to tell these niggas and shit. I don't know what to tell these niggas. I'm about to start selling bridges on this motherfucker and shit. I'm about to sell bridges on this motherfucker. I'm gonna start with the George Washington Bridge. I'm gonna auction it off and shit on my channel. If these niggas is that dumb, that's what I'm gonna start doing. I'm gonna auction off George Washington Bridge first. Then I'm gonna go to the Tappan Bridge. I'm gonna sell that one and shit. Them niggas need a lot of work on that shit. I'm gonna sell the motherfucking the Woodrow Wilson Bridge, and then I'm gonna go down south. I'm gonna sell y'all the Chesapeake Bay Bridge and shit. Then I'm gonna sell you that other bridge in New Orleans. What's that bridge in New Orleans? That motherfucker longer than a motherfucker.
I
don't know. A couple miles too, I think.
I don't know, but I'm gonna jump off for real this time, and yeah, take care, man.
All right, man. Take care, nigga.
I'll see you next
time. Sell all these niggas bridges. Yup, bitch, nigga. Man, yeah, man, this shit crazy, man. Fucking with these niggas and shit, man. I don't know what else to tell y'all. I can't help you no more, nigga. I can't help you no more. With that, I can't help you no more, nigga. So, with that, y'all, I'm getting the fuck on out of here, yo. Thanks for hanging out. Brainstorm, Sister Ivory, Negi, Ratchet Craig, Siberius. We had, what that nigga name was, Goop something? Goop Slime or some shit. What was his name? Let me see if I can see y'all. I'm gonna let me scroll back that far. Who else? Somebody else was up there here too. I think it was 2 new people out there that came up there. Thank you. Beano Mob, that was the other name. Beano Mob. Something else. Oh yeah, New Era King. New Era King. That's it. New Era. All right. Good night, Ivory.
keep burning their asses up. Yep. So that yo about to Ratchet Craig. Shout out to Ratchet Craig and shit too. So with that, y'all, I'm up out of here. I'm Killer B, the Witchfinder General, the Moors. And none of y'all step up to the plate yet? I'm waiting this shit. You Moors. So made up ass shit, man. Get your boy! Boy, if you don't sit your ass down somewhere.